Sorry, we thought we didn't have you.
Dr. How you doing, Dr. Uma Naidoo? How you say your last name?
Naidoo.
Naidoo. Well, we got a lot.
To see you all.
Yes, good to see you. Welcome to Melbas in New Orleans.
Amazing.
This is amazing that you are here with us.
Well, it's so much fun. Thank you for doing this.
Yes, you are on the cutting edge of research, and to have you in the food capital of the world in New Orleans, right?
Yes.
So thank you so much. So I'm just going to
Thank you. Yeah.
How do you say your last name?
Naidoo.
Naidoo. Okay. So y'all want to gather right here close and look at him here. So this is Dr. Uma Naidoo. She is a Harvard-trained psychiatrist, a personal chef, and her interests have found their niche in nutritional psychiatry. Wow. Are you the first, Dr. Naidoo, that is in this realm of nutritional psychiatry?
I'm certainly pioneering it in the United States.
Pioneering it.
Trying to grow this field so more people can get help with really with their mental well-being through the use of food.
Yes, well, you have founded and direct the first hospital-based nutritional psychiatry service in the United States. You're the director of nutritional and lifestyle psychiatry at Massachusetts General Hospital. You are considered, I love this, the mood food expert. All right. So you have been featured in the Wall Street Journal, many publications. Your first book was called This Is Your Brain on Food. This is her second book, Calm Your Mind with Food. And she shows the cutting edge science explaining the ways in which food contributes to our mental health and can help treat and prevent a wide range of psychological and health issues and brain health.
This is the first book.
There's her first book.
All right.
And this is her second book. And that's all I can say, y'all. We are very lucky for Dr. Naidoo to be here. And because of her time, 150 New Orleanians
Awesome.
are going to get this book for free. So I'm going to turn it over to the people that came to see you. They're just going to ask you any questions or just thank you for taking your time. And we appreciate you being here. And when people are not talking to you, I have some questions, but hopefully we just get questions from everybody. So this is the first person. Wait, y'all were here first. So come on. This is, what's your first name? Just thank you. What's your first name? Here's Kendallin, and she's got your book.
Hey, Kendallin, thank you.
Kendallin is a medical student. So she'll
awesome.
Yes.
And I'm Kendallin's mother, PJ. Thank you so
much. My pleasure. Nice to meet you both.
Thank you for providing us with this resource so that I can learn more about how to use food to calm me. Because sometimes I'm all over the place.
Right. So I think it's so important. Yeah.
Thank you for the opportunity.
We all need that help. We all do.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All right.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And they patiently waited for you. So who's that?
Thank you.
Want to ask her? Ask her question. Yeah, where she's from? Why the hell did you get into this? I mean, we got a question right here. Come on. Here's somebody. What's your first name?
Hi, I'm Heidi.
This is Heidi.
Hi, Heidi.
I'm studying nutrition right now to help my body. Because I've been diagnosed with things like fibromyalgia and thyroid disease, but I also know that certain foods I eat make me feel better, and some of those foods aren't good. So I'm hoping that your book will help me learn the differences of those things.
I think it will. I think both my first book and my second book will put those pieces for you together. The second book really focuses in on calming the mind, but it also tells you the types of foods to stay away from, which can make you really much more anxious. So I think that you'll find some answers.
Thank you so much for your work in this area.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Hello, my name is
Hi.
Derek. Thank you so much. When I saw this was gonna be a topic, I definitely wanted to come. I've never heard of a nutritional psychiatrist, so I'll be looking into that a little bit more. But my sister and I both suffer from autoimmune illnesses. She's a little bit worse than I. I have a thyroid issue. She has a thyroid issue, but completely different. So I'm
Great.
excited about. My sister has spent her life. She's 40, but she spent her
Wow.
life. She's been having problems since about 14. Her came to
Wow.
life, and she's been spending her life testing different diets and knowing what to eat and what not to eat. And she can't
Right.
just go to a restaurant and eat and things. So this is going to be more helpful for her, but also for myself because I need to calm my mind as much as possible. So thank
That's
you.
great.
Thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Say hi to your sister.
Will do.
Hi, I'm Sheila.
Hi, Sheila.
I have lupus, so I'm anxious all the time. So I'm definitely going to read and to see what I need to do to kind of help me stay balanced.
That's excellent. I wish you well. Let me know how it goes and leave me a review.
Hi, doctor. Thank you for coming or visiting.
Of
Uh,
course.
My name is Leonard.
Hi, Leonard.
In the last couple of years, I made a real effort to try to lose weight. I've lost about 80 pounds.
Wow. Congratulations.
And I noticed as I was doing it, my diet, I've really tried to cut down on carbs a lot.
Mhm.
But it's been a gradual weight loss.
Right.
Haven't been doing a whole lot of exercise, just periodic walking and things like that
Mhm.
to supplement it. But I noticed that I've been diagnosed with OCD,
Okay.
and I noticed, I've always had a tendency to sometimes, because of my OCD, to lose patience
Right.
easily and get frustrated more easily.
Mhm.
And I noticed with my sugar intake being much lower, that I'm really managing that much better as well.
Wow. Exactly.
So I just
I'm
wanted
so
to
amazed. Yeah.
let you know that, but just also if you had any other specific suggestions for somebody like me that's still having a
Sure.
little bit to go.
Sure. Well, firstly, I think you're doing it the right way. So congratulations on not rushing the process and doing it gradually, because that is likely to be more sustainable by doing it slowly and steadily and changing your habits. I'm really impressed that you noticed that change with how your diet was adjusted and improvement in your symptoms, because I've seen that in my clinical practice all the time. In my first book, I have a whole chapter on OCD and the foods to kind of lean into and the foods to step back from. Because in OCD, there's some natural healthy foods that may contain natural glutamates that could worsen OCD. So, some of them are things like Parmesan cheese or soy sauce that we wouldn't ordinarily, disregard from our diet, but they may be a little bit more problematic in someone with OCD. But that whole kind of chapter explains it to you in my book called "This Is Your Brain on Food." But I think in terms of your weight loss, I think continuing to eat a whole diet, like whole foods, but be careful about where you're consuming your carbohydrates from, because you can get carbohydrates from cabbage and cauliflower and broccoli.
yeah,
You can also get it from pasta and bread, right?
Right.
And it's a much smarter choice for you to be getting it from the vegetables and that type of
Right.
stuff. So I definitely encourage you to continue that. And the only other thing I would say is, try to build in maybe more exercise. And what you could do is you could walk more, you could count your steps on your smartphone. That helps motivate people. You could get on a treadmill. You could get a better buddy to walk with you, so you have kind of a walking buddy. But that would also, what that will do is help accelerate a little bit of your results, because you're actively moving as well. But I think in terms of your diet, continue doing what you're doing, and I would build in some exercise, and I would check out kind of some of the foods around OCD.
Perfect. Thank you, doctor.
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay, let's have, come on. You want to, what's your name? Come on, no shy here. Look, we're as comfortable as ever. What's your first name? Valencia. Come on, right here, so you can see.
Valencia.
You can get the middle right here, Valencia.
Hi, Valencia.
There's Valencia.
Hi, how are you?
Well, I guess my question is, well, first, I haven't read the book yet, but I am interested in herbs and how that helps with calming anxiety. Do you have any suggestions in the book specifically dealing with herbs and helping
With what? I can't hear you.
With herbs.
Yes, yes. So I talk a lot about herbs and spices in this middle section of the book and their benefits and effects, not just to flavor food, but to actually help with calming. So, many people think about lavender only if they go to the spa, but you can have lavender tea, you can do a lot more with that. So yes, there's definitely stuff that's going to help you, just help your understanding a bit more.
And one more question. So when I got the message about this, is like how she introduced you as one of the pioneers in nutritional psychology.
Yes.
What for somebody who is interested in kind of pursuing that path? Do you have any suggestions on education route? Because I don't think that I've never seen a program for that. Is there like a program?
Right. So some of what I'm trying to do is develop programming for that. So depending on what you've studied, we have a program, postgraduate program online. It's a short course. It's an introduction at Mass General to learning about nutritional psychiatry. I also have a course on my website as an introduction to this field, because it really doesn't exist in colleges yet.
Right.
But we are trying to bring it forward and help educate people and help change that. So you can check that out on my website at umanaidoomd.com and see if you like it, see if you're interested, and you can always email us with questions.
Okay, and if I do take the course, would I be able to use that information to help other people?
You certainly can. It depends on your background and your training, what you're doing right now. The certification course is really meant to sort of bolster and improve your knowledge to help others.
Gotcha.
So, it's an additional, if you're a therapist, a counselor, a coach, it's something that you can use to help your clients. It's not a cure, it's not a diagnosis, it's not a treatment, but it's how do you use food to help with mood and anxiety and other conditions.
Thank you so much.
So, nice to meet you.
Hello, how are you?
Hi.
How are you? Thank you.
I'm good, thank you. How's it going?
I'm very good. I was actually just passing through. I'm not even from here, and I walked into
Oh,
something
wow.
good apparently.
Yes.
Wow. Where are you visiting from?
Illinois.
Awesome.
It's been an experience. We just made it here, so it's going good so far. I like it. I got here at the best time apparently.
I think you got to a good place at Melbas.
Yes. Yeah, I did. I'm ready to taste the food. It looks really good around here.
Let me get your picture. Trying to get her. Just a little bit. Thank you, lady.
Thank you. Thank you.
So nice to meet you.
Go ahead, you can ask her another question. No, nobody's here, so you can ask her another question. Valencia has another question.
Just how did you get started? Like what
How did I get started? I've done a lot of blogs and podcasts. So my suggestion to you is, if you like my work, maybe just follow me on social media, follow my website, because on there you'll find the podcasts I've done that I talk about my journey to how I got to do this and stuff. And I think if you like this work, you may find that of interest to yourself.
Great. Thanks, Valencia. All right, so I'm here helping.
How are you?
The books, yeah, so I help
Yeah.
Dana with that. But
Awesome. Nice to
you
meet
give
you.
a new meaning to the word comfort food. Okay? Because I was reading quickly and you said omelets at night with broccoli and other vegetables would help people sleep better.
Yes.
I cook eggs and rice for my grandchildren and they love it. they ask for eggs
Mhm.
and rice, you know, so I'm thinking that I'm learning now that it's more than just the comfort food. It is actually, yeah.
Right. You know, the eggs actually contain melatonin, and so do some of the greens like broccoli and asparagus and things like that. So you could even improve their vegetable intake by adding that to the rice.
Absolutely.
And you know, those types of foods, I always say to people, you can always have an omelet for dinner, because that way you are calming your mind down to help you towards sleep. So I'm glad you're doing that. I'm glad they like it.
Yeah, they do. That is great. Yeah, I can't wait to find out more.
Yeah, Gertrude is a former
Great.
principal in New Orleans, Dr. Naidoo, and she helps with this literacy project and keeps helping us
Awesome.
rolling. So we
That's
understand
great.
the value of you, and she understands the value of learning new things. I mean, we're lucky to have Gertrude here. But look,
That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
and this is Kim.
Hello.
Hi,
She's
Kim.
a professor over at Xavier.
Yeah.
She ran the show
Awesome.
over at Xavier.
Awesome. Nice to meet you, Kim.
Nice to meet you. I'm a fellow of Radcliffe
Oh,
Fellow
yeah.
this year,
Right.
at Harvard. So
Yes.
you know about the yeah, so that's what I'm doing. But I live in New Orleans, so I'm here for break. But
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
excited to learn about this and
Thank you.
calming our minds down through food.
That's
So
great.
very
That's great.
excited. It's really-
And I'm sorry, which program are you visiting and doing? I didn't hear you.
oh, I'm a Harvard Radcliffe Fellow.
Oh, amazing. Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's
it's a-
amazing.
Yeah, it's a great
Very
program.
cool.
So we're just on our break right now.
Right. So you're back home. Right.
Yeah, so I'm back home for a little while.
Awesome. Awesome.
Looking forward to finishing my project. So
Great.
Great. Great. So nice to meet you.
nice to meet you and thank you for your work.
Of course. Take care.
How you doing? My name is Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. Nice to meet you.
Well, I can't wait to read your book because I don't think people realize that what you eat actually can help you,
Can help you feel better. Right.
can help you feel better. Yeah. I always thought, comfort food makes you feel good. And so I'm
Right.
anxious to read it and see the correlation
Great.
between food and anxiety and everything like that.
Great. Well, I'm excited to hear what you think.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, folks.
All right, so we have a couple of books here, Nadia. We have some cookbooks. Look at this one called
Mhm. Oh,
Lanyard
nice.
Leftovers. Do you know what lanyard means?
I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, how do we spell a Harvard-trained person? Lanyard in French. It's a French term that means something like a gift.
A little bit
A little
extra.
extra.
A little extra.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Means a little
Okay.
extra. So when people come here, and this is called lanyard leftovers, what to do with your food, that-
Mhm.
the leftovers. So
Mhm.
when people come here with this program we're doing, we give them lanyard and we give them a
Wow.
book.
Amazing.
I think you may have mentioned this in your book. Did you mention this high on the hall? Jessica
No.
Harris?
Mm-mm.
Okay, she's a food scholar, and she
Mhm,
came
mhm.
here at Melbas, and she talked about the African diaspora and the food,
Wow.
the
wow.
food ways of bringing food from Africa to here, and how
Right.
it's a culinary journey from Africa to America.
Amazing. That is
So-
such a cool book. Yeah.
Yes. So I have a lady here. Diane's her name. Diane, and Diane knew you.
Hi,
were
Diane.
Ah, yeah, look,
Dr. Naidoo, right there.
look, I definitely need to read this. Because I love food. Hey, come in here.
Hey,
Come in here to Melbas, don't
yeah,
help.
I'll take a picture.
Okay,
All right, well, hey, Dr. Naidoo, I'll send you these pictures.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, and look, my daughter, she lives in Atlanta, and when she saw what was coming today, she said, "Mom, make sure you go get that book." She said, "I need it too, because we don't have no control of our food."
Okay.
So we definitely need to calm our mind with food. We need to calm it with some.
Well, I'm
health.
glad you picked up a copy. That's awesome.
Yeah. So look, I can't read. Look, I will start as soon as I get home.
Amazing. Thank you. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Okay.
Thank you, Diane.
Diane always comes for the good book. She just got a knee replacement,
Yeah.
Wow.
and How's your knee?
Look, it's doing better today, so.
Feeling better? Did you
finally.
eat some greens or something?
You know what? I did the cabbage.
Ah, she got cabbage.
I did
too.
some greens, for Christmas.
Okay, good.
So I'm trying.
Right.
So, nice meeting you, and I'm gonna enjoy this.
That's great. Thank you.
And Dr. Naidoo, when we finish these books, like, you know, you met a couple of people here, right? And then after this is over, we put all the books by the cashier that's over
Wow.
there. And we put a little sign up that says free, just ask.
Wow.
So
Very
we'll
nice.
have all the books out by 4
So-
o'clock today.
That's amazing. So I do have one favor to ask you though.
All right, you tell me.
Everyone who picks up the book, we would love to get a 5-star Amazon review from them.
Okay,
Telling us what they truly think, telling us
Okay.
their view of the book. Because you can actually purchase it anywhere, get it, and still put on a review, and that way people kind of gets the book a little bit of positive attention. So I would appreciate that if people
so
can.
it's a review. Can Andrea send me a link of how to do that quickly?
So basically, all you need to do is go to find the book on Amazon,
Okay,
and when you find it, it has the option to write a review underneath. If
Okay.
you have an Amazon,
what I'll do is, every book
Yeah.
that's left over, I'll put a little note in it. I'll print a little note and say, go do a review.
Okay, sounds good.
We got 2 reviews. Oh, Diane said she got 2 reviews, her and her daughter.
Okay, thank you. I love it.
All right, even before she reads it. So look, I do have a question. We do a lot of books here in regard to religion.
Right.
And on page 130, you talked about, this food debate's been going on a long time,
Yes. Yes.
right? Inside the Hebrew Bible, we got all these dietary rules, right?
Mhm,
And you talked about how Albert Einstein said something about food. He said, nothing will increase the chances of survival for life on Earth as much as the evolution to a vegetarian diet.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
you talked about Plato encouraged vegan in a moral and health reasons. So I guess the
Right.
question that I'm trying to get is that religion has been addressing this a long time, right?
I think it has, but I yes, religion has, and different religious groups eat differently and have some
Right.
restrictions or some ideas about what to eat that's better. I do think that ultimately people need to eat what's good for their own body, what works for them. And rather than the culture in this country of sort of eat this, not that, let's exclude this food group. I think it's about just that healthy, balanced plate, especially for your mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did,
But yeah,
you-
religion has always been involved in this debate.
yeah, involved in a debate, and I liked how you touched on the psychologicalness burden of eating animals.
Right.
So I just liked how you touched on religion there, and I thought it was very good. I wish you would have talked about it more, but that's not what the whole book's about. But I was so happy when I saw that in there. So
Excellent.
we
I'm
do
glad.
we do a lot of books about
Spirituality and
spirituality, and
that's
so
great.
here's a lady. Did you know you were getting a book today? Or is this a
Yeah, she
surprise?
can. No, she
Ah.
can. No, I can.
So what's your name?
So me, her, my name is Wanda Davis.
This is Wanda, and this is
Hi,
Dr.
Wanda. Hi, Wanda. Nice to meet you.
Come and support you. Because
Thank you.
I'm a chef host, so I used to cook for
Oh.
Susan Spice. So I have to
Amazing.
come and represent.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, I like this book. Love the book.
After you take
I didn't know you were working. I was gonna say. Oh.
I had one.
Do it all.
I did.
But I need to just thank her and then I'll give it to you.
Oh, how you doing?
All you have to do is just.
Oh, wait. Trying to take a picture.
Yeah, I didn't know she was gonna be virtual.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Dr. Naidoo, we're gonna send you these pictures.
I love that. Thank you.
So here's a chef in New Orleans that came and saw just you.
Okay. Oh, amazing.
All right.
Thank you. Joe Young, that's all I'm. That's all I can say, look.
What's your name?
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's your name? Julie. This is Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Pleased to meet you. I got my man from. How are you?
Nice to meet you. I'm good. How are you?
I can't wait. I want to know how this works. Lord, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
And I'm gonna go online and review it. Is that
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that. Thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
This is Robin. This is Robin. She came in to get your book.
Hi, Robin.
She is a PhD student, right?
Awesome. Awesome.
And this is Dr. Naidoo.
It's so nice to meet you.
Okay.
It's so
It's
nice.
great to meet you.
I'm really excited about this topic because, I mean, my dissertation is on social justice, so it's not related to this, but I'm in therapy and realizing the connection that the gut has with the mind. Has
Yes,
trauma.
it's
and
powerful. Yeah,
It's fascinating, so I can't wait to dive in.
that's great. I'm so excited to hear that. Let us know what you think. Leave us a review on Amazon. Be really delighted to hear your thoughts.
Okay, thanks so much.
Take care.
Come on, Stan. Come over here, Stan. I got a guy over here, Stan. He comes around for the good books.
Okay.
He just walked in. This is Dr. Naidoo,
Hi, Stan.
the first nutritional psychiatrist in the United States that's pioneering this.
This moment to start the new year out.
Great.
I saw some of your YouTube.
Oh, right.
I will be in touch with you. I think that what you have done is phenomenal. I haven't even read
Thank
the
you.
book. So
Thank you. I'd love to know what you think. Thanks so much for coming to get the book. Thank you.
I will be in touch, and thanks again, Jane, the whole staff here. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah, they're amazing. I can see.
They, thanks again, and I'm so glad you wrote this book.
Nice to meet you. I'm glad you stopped by.
Right.
All right, I'll see you.
Good luck.
So here we go.
I'm good at this, Denise.
I remember
You
you.
remember, we had a nice one, yeah, we had such a wonderful conversation.
When
You
this-
weren't here last time.
Yeah. When this
Nice
woman,
to sit
when
with
this
you.
woman walks in, it's a good book, Dr. Naidoo.
That's a great compliment.
know,
Thank you.
Perfect timing, of course, for y'all to do your book right now, when we're all thinking about how bad we've been and how we need to change. And I like the calming your mind with it, because
Right.
that way, instead of bringing about change and moving it, isn't giving me anxiety to think about change. And
Right.
And I don't know if that, maybe that's what, you know, part of what you might have thought about originally, that you think about that we need to change our lives, and then we get the anxiety.
It's hard. It's hard for people to make those changes, you know.
Yes.
And it's not something that's meant to be overwhelming. So in the book, there are lists to guide you, protocols to guide you, things that where I break it down so that it's in bits of information that you can consume
Well,
and doesn't become overwhelming.
Well, I can't wait, and we have a good friend who comes over to dinner twice a week, and of course, the other day she said, "So, what are you thinking about for the new year?" And it just her asking that question is
Right.
that you just
Can be.
gave me a panic attack. It was
Right.
like,
Right.
maybe I should change stop taking your
Right.
no.
Right.
Thank
Right.
you. I really can't
Well,
wait.
definitely let me know what you think and leave us a review on
I will.
Amazon. I'd love that. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you so much. I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Dr. Naidoo, I
Yes.
understanding the book, something about inflammation, because I
Mhm.
lately suffer with bursitis. So
Right.
good to get rid of that? Because I don't want to do medication or anything. I know exercise will help.
Right, right. So, you know, generally, things that help inflammation are just those healthy whole foods, those colorful vegetables. Those have a lot of anti-inflammatory properties. Depending on what medications you take, you can speak to your doctor about using turmeric with a pinch of black pepper in your food, your tea, you know, your soups, because turmeric has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties too. So those are some options to think about as well.
Great, thank you. All right, so, let's see.
All right, so Dr. Naidoo, what we got, about 10 more minutes? Let's make sure that the staff comes in. Y'all gotta come meet Dr. Naidoo. All right, look, I know this guy. So I got another question, Dr. Naidoo. What is beautiful, you opened our eyes and you opened everybody's eyes. What is fascinating is the groundbreaking field of study, the study of emotion and effective scientists. Thank you for opening our eyes to that.
Thank you.
I mean,
thank you.
Us everyday people don't know about that.
Thank you.
So food is all involved in how our emotions are.
It is.
So,
It really is. You know, the way that we feel emotionally is not just about the neck anymore. It's
Right.
really much more of an integrated concept. And that's what I wanted people to understand.
yes, thank you for opening our eyes to that. You also opened out my eyes, well, actually in a minute, but look at this guy.
Hi, how are you?
Right, great to meet you.
So he comes in for the good books too.
Yeah, good book. And this
Oh,
is
wow.
a good book, but especially when you're trying to change your mindset and do something different for the new year. Yes, this is
And
right all the time.
his name is Russell.
Yes.
Hi, Russell.
Yes, I'm looking forward to. So this anxiety and everything else.
Yeah.
How to eat properly with it. Oh yes. Okay, I'm so excited.
Awesome. I'm excited to hear what you think.
Okay, thank you. I'll let you know.
Thanks, Russell. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right, this is one of our staff members.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
A little bit.
What made you like inspire you to write this?
You know, I during the pandemic, there were just so many people who were feeling anxious and suffering with anxiety. And it increased so much in the United States that I just felt people needed more solutions. And I wanted to help more people.
Go read it.
Right.
Great.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you. Let me know what you think. Thanks for stopping by.
Johnson, yeah, did you talk to me? So we just got regular stuff going on here, Dr. Naidoo.
I see that. That's so cool.
All right, bye. You know what you talked about in this book that I thought was very interesting in regard to religion? What you didn't say religion per se,
Right.
the idea of willpower.
Right.
That willpower, the food, and what did you say about willpower in the book? Do you remember? It's this idea that the food affects us so much that it's not our lack of willpower
Right.
that makes us the wrong things. It's almost like we get in a cycle.
Right. So, you know, what can overcome our willpower is the types of sometimes the less healthy foods that we end up eating in the United States and the ultra processed kind of fast foods are engineered in a way to tap into our cravings. So they, you know, they make us feel good, but on the back end, they actually are not doing good for our brain or for our body. So there's a short-term effect, but there's much more to it. So I think that this is where we think, well, it's willpower, but it could also be the engineering of the food.
Yes.
That really tricks us.
Yes, that was really, I mean, you mentioned it just a little bit, but I was like, wow. How it's engineered by the possibly the food lobbyists and that just
Right.
the other thing that was very interesting to me was how this fat that's on our body, it's called adipose tissue. What's a tissue?
Adipose tissue. Yeah.
You said it was a true head to toe hormone. It's an organ in and of itself.
The actual fat, yes. The actual fat tissue. Yeah.
Tissue is a organ in and of itself.
The actual tissue, yeah.
I did not. Yeah, he wants to see my notes. See my notes.
I love that.
He knows I got a bunch of notes. Look, there it is.
Love it.
Questions all day. The other thing is, you want to come on and you want to come talk to him? Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Joan.
This is Joan, and this is Dr. Naidoo.
Hi, Dr.
Hi,
Naidoo.
Joan.
Pleasure
Hi,
to
Joan.
meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Yes, I do have a question. I noticed that you have some information in here on inflammation, and apparently inflammation is the buzzword of the new year, and everybody's going to be focusing on inflammation. So I was wondering if you could touch upon that for just 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, inflammation, the type that I talk about in the book, that can be related to how we eat, is definitely seen as an underlying factor for mental health conditions like anxiety and depression these days. It wasn't the case, 20 years ago, but now we are seeing the impact of how inflammation drives different, even mental health conditions. And one of the ways that I talk about in the book is the mechanism is basically when we eat poorly, that creates inflammation in the gut. And that's really kind of explaining some of the science behind it.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
My pleasure. Thanks. Definitely leave us a review if you can. Thank you.
Yeah, leave a review, y'all.
Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon. Hey, everybody who gets the book today, leave a review for Dr. Naidoo. It helps her out. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, we got about 5 more minutes here, is how you talked about small changes, right? We don't.
Yes.
You did a good job of making us feel not like a failure.
Well, thank you. That was the idea.
Yes,
it's hard for every one of us, including me. So this is not about it's about helping us succeed.
Right. But the small changes matter. And I thought you did a great job at writing a book in regard to, at the end of the book, I said, okay, what am I going to do to make my life better?
Right.
I'm still going to eat the shrimp po' boy. I'm still going to eat the hot sausage po' boy every now and then, right? And you talk about, I'm still eating a cupcake.
Yes.
But one of the simplest things that you showed in a scientific way was how fiber, just get enough fiber in your diet, can help your gut. So that's one thing that I'm going to start doing now, that I didn't realize the depth of how important fiber is. And I think you did it expertly in explaining that.
Thank you. Fiber offsets so many different things, and you can just get it from the vegetables we eat, vegetables and fruit, beans and legumes. So it's very easy. And I do believe people should have a cupcake. I just don't believe it should be your everyday food.
Right.
Whether it's your birthday or maybe it's a celebration. I think it's about finding that balance. And for the most part, about, if you can, it's not perfect, but when you can, about 80% of the time, be choosing those healthier whole foods.
Right.
And 20% of the time, we want people to be flexible and also enjoy. And maybe they're traveling, maybe they're stopping by New Orleans and they're looking for something delicious that they heard about. And it's okay to try it. Just that shouldn't be your everyday food.
Right. No, I think your book is groundbreaking in regard to, in history, we know this, Dr. Naidoo. It takes a while to turn the ship, to bend to bend the
It
arc
takes a
of
long
this,
time.
right?
Yeah.
And your book and all your work that you're doing is helping to bend the arc of us
you.
understanding
Thank
why
you.
it
Thank you.
matters so well, really. And
Thank you.
and the other thing that I wanted you here. Oh no, you want a book?
You want a book, Noah?
Noah's gonna get a book. Let me tell
Okay.
you let
I
me tell you
know.
what Noah does around here. This is
Okay. I know it.
Hi,
Tell
Nice to
him
meet you.
what you do around here, Noah.
I was in laundry.
In the laundry.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
So he keeps the laundromat straight and he talks to all, because our
Yeah.
laundromat here, Dr. Naidoo, and
Wow.
this restaurant is open 24 hours a day.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
So they always have questions in the laundromat and he answers them all.
Well, amazing. Amazing. Well, thank you for doing that.
And they love him over there.
Popular.
He's a big help. And he hangs
Great.
all your signs too. We got all your signs hanging here.
Mhm.
He hung all his signs.
That's awesome.
And you came in and you said, who's here today, huh? So let me ask you, Dr. Naidoo, have you ever been to New Orleans?
I have. Yeah.
Okay, conferences probably?
Exactly. Conferences and medical stuff that, I was attending. But
Yeah.
I will be sure to look you up the next time I'm in
Yeah,
town.
the next time you come, we will sit you right here where we sit, and you can give out 100 more books right here, okay? And sign
Happy to do that.
and sign them for people. Because it's always interesting when the authors.
And people seem to love to come there. Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God, yeah.
amazing.
So 80% of the authors come in the flesh, and then 20% of our authors come like yourself. But
Right.
whenever they're ready, whenever they come through New Orleans.
Whenever they do come to New Orleans, they can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I'd love to do that. That's a great idea.
Just send me an email and we'll
Yeah.
make sure it happens for you.
And Amanda from my team sent you the review process so that you can share it with.
All right, beautiful.
You can print it and maybe
am.
leave it at the counter and stuff.
That's what I'm gonna
But
do.
thank you so much. What a lovely event.
All right, this is Matt. Here's Matt. He's a guy that comes in every now and then for the good books. And that's
Okay, great. Hi,
Oh,
Matt.
Dr.
Hey,
Naidoo.
nice to meet you. Yeah.
Same here.
Nice to-
Thank you for doing this.
My pleasure.
This is a topic that's very important to me and my wife, and even if I didn't come here all the time, I would be coming for this. So thank you.
Great, great. Thank
so-
you. Well, let you and your wife let us know what you think and leave us a review after you've had a chance to look at it.
Okay.
I'd love that.
On Amazon.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
All right. Okay. So let's see. What other questions do I have for Dr. Naidoo? You want to come on and you already. There's a chef right here.
Yes, you did.
You want to talk to Dr. Naidoo? There's a free book. Did you know you were getting a free book today?
I did.
She did
Oh,
know.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So she knows that this subject is good, right? What's
I
your name?
Wow.
This
That's
is
awesome.
Yvette, Dr. Naidoo.
Nice to meet you, Yvette.
Nice to meet you. So I've been dealing with a couple of different cancers and I've always
Sorry.
eat clean and healthy.
Hmm.
So, but anyway, I had to cut short the colon cancer treatment. I got
Okay.
6 months out of 6 done. And it just made me too sick and I lost too much weight. So the doctor thinks everything's gonna be fine. I'll get scans
Good.
regularly, but I'm gonna also do everything else I can on my own.
Hmm.
and make sure
Hmm.
that I stay healthy
Right.
and cancer free. So
Well, I hope so too. Certainly your diet can help that. So I wish you well.
yes.
And thank you for stopping by.
Anxiety
Yeah,
is part of it.
it's
so
definitely part of it. Yes. I hope you feel better.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you
And
for
thanks
being
Take
here.
good care. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
All right.
This
This
is-
staff member.
This is Vicky.
So.
Okay. Hey, Vicky.
She does a lot around here, Dr. Naidoo.
Wow.
And I see that this book is about anxiety. I feel like I have a little bit of anxiety. So maybe that
Right.
Well, we all have anxiety. We just have it.
We
at
all
different
have some.
degrees.
Yeah.
I have to find out what triggers. me.
That's right. She needs to find out what triggers it, right?
Right. And I think the book will help you uncover that.
It will. And you know what's cool about this, Vicky? her website, Dr. Naidoo's website is beautiful. Okay, and she's got a food for mood campaign. And look at this. She has a list of the foods that can help you be calmer. So almonds, avocado, berries, chia seeds, chickpeas. And look, Dr. Naidoo, all of these, I highlighted the ones that I don't eat.
Okay.
So just go highlight what you don't. Well, I do coffee. But that was interesting. You said coffee's good. Not too much.
So yeah, just not a ton of it, and don't add kind of junky ingredients to it. Where we go wrong as Americans is we just add a lot of sugar and processed creamer and other things to it. But coffee on its own is actually good. It's in moderation. It's good for your brain. It's good for your body. But if you drink coffee and you feel jittery, you feel anxious, then it's not for you. It doesn't. Everyone's gut microbiome is different, so it may not be for you. You may drink it and feel not good and nervous, and then it's not a good option for you.
So you got to feel your body. Well, I'm glad Vicky's up here because we have staff members here. We have about 7 working right now. But let me tell you something we do that's fun.
Yeah.
So you want to tell them? You want me to tell them? All right. So to get the staff involved and excited, we always do a word search in the book. And we locate a word in here that is in here at least 20 times.
Okay.
And then each staff member gets $2.50 for every word they circle. So it's $50. So Vicky can
That's not bad.
$50 today if she finds a word that is in here at least 20 times. And also while she's looking for that word, she's getting a Twitter style version of what your book's about. Right?
Okay.
Because in retail and the service industry, we don't have a lot of time, right?
Right. You got right.
We got to get it quick. What's a word we can find in here that's 20 times?
Oh my God. I thought you were going to tell me.
No, we need you. What's a word in here that
I think food, the word food would be in there at least 20 times. Yeah.
Food.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
That was nice. Nice talking.
Very nice to meet you.
All right. So
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, so that's
Well,
how.
thank you so much, Jackie. I'm so sorry this is rounding up, but I'm gonna make sure that if I plan a trip for a conference or otherwise I'll definitely stop by.
And look, we can turn on a dime in here.
I can see that. What a great.
I mean, quick.
No, I know what you mean.
We're gonna send you some pictures of everybody that gets the book.
Thank you.
And we appreciate your time here, and thank you for spending time with us.
Thanks so much. It was really a great event. Take good care. Bye.
Here we go.